Hi there and welcome back to Triplicate. And today, well, back in the late 1980s I bought a Commodore Amiga 500 and this is it. Around the same time my dad bought a Commodore Amiga 500 and this is his. And when he passed away about 10 years ago, I sort of inherited it. And here we have a big box of Amiga bits and pieces. And they've been in a cupboard for 25 years, all the time I've lived here. So it's time they went on to a new home, to a better place. So we are going to see if either or both of them work and can be packed up and sold, basically. So here we have a power supply, which I'm guessing by the tie round the end was actually my dad's, with the not terribly safe mains wiring on the plug. However, for now, we're not going to worry about that. We're just going to plug it in and see what it does. So we've plugged her in. Well, I cannot remember for the life of me where the power goes in to these things. Power. It says power. Bit of a giveaway. So we'll turn her on at the mains. It hasn't fused everything, which is a good start. And we've got a power switch here. Should we turn that on? No? So when beep, power light comes on. Ah yes. Funny how things come back to you. The old Amiga clicking drive. So, I guess what we need now is a screen. Okay, so here we have a TV, which is the TV off the boat, which we're having trouble getting to work, so I brought it home, and we've since decided to have a period of a TV-free boat. However, I believe the remote control is still on the boat, so we're going to have to try and figure out how to work it from the buttons. And we have an A520 modulator, and we have, because that's got that female socket, so we've got one of those, which is the same socket to a SCART and 2 leads, presumably audio. We've got another one of the same thing, and we've got a third one of the same thing, which says SCART on it. So that'll be my dad's. So what to try? Well, this looks the cleaner of the wire, and it looks as though you can just plug it straight into the start of a TV or monitor. So shall we try that? And let's see if we can persuade this monitor. Oh, blue light. And analog. Source. SCART. Power it up and see what happens. Monitor is buzzing. Alright, so what shall we do? I need a floppy to boot up off, but surely it should come up with a screen saying insert boot floppy or some such. Let me try a different lead. Yeah, let's. Hang on. If I power the Amiga down, what's this? No signal. So it looked like it was getting something. So if I power that on, it's sort of getting something. Alright, well we'll try another lead anyway. Which one? We'll try this one. So this way around or the other way around? So what do you reckon? Should we try and find a floppy? Kind of a bootable floppy? And put that in? Yeah, that's probably the next easiest thing to do. Okay, got a selection of discs. Let's see if we can get one of these to do things. This one says Workbench, which I think is the basic operating system, but it's a copy made by my dad, so we'll put it in and see if it does anything. Well, the disc thinks it's doing something, but we are still short of picture. So I think the next easiest thing to do is try the other Amiga. Okay, here's the other Amiga connected up instead. Or at least test that it turns on and does something reasonable. Ah! Well, we've got a white screen instead of a black screen. No? Yes? So let us stick a disc in that one. Trouble is, I've never had the SCART running on this TV before, so that might be dodgy. Right, should we try lead number 3? Right. See what happens. Aye! So potentially 2 faulty leads. There we go. Super high resolution screen there. However, we have Amiga. And this should come up with, there we go. God, there is nostalgia. Battery back to clock not found. Ah, the battery is dead, I would imagine. There we go. So, it's supposed to have a mouse. Shall we see if we can find a mouse? Okay, so we have mouse, 2 mouse, 3 mouse mice. Mouses. That one has to be my dad's with all that tire wrap tape to the top. Who knows? I won't leave that one. And they have little roly balls in the bottom. I've seen one of them. That looks like my dad's because it's tie wrapped. And where does the mouse go in? Joystick 1, joystick 2. Should we try joystick 1? There we go. It's in. Oh! Look at that. Right, so I think I am going to test all the components and then mark which ones are working. Okay, so I'll stick a little sticker on everything that I've tried and worked, and sort of try and keep my dad's system and my system separate. Don't know, I'm not really necessary. So that works. That works, otherwise I'm just going to get completely lost. That lead works. And this mouse works. So the first thing, just had to play with it, and the first thing I remember you found with an Amiga is that with one floppy drive it is an absolute pain in the derriere, just swapping discs all the time. So we have here a brace of floppy discs. Which one is which, I know not. It's got blue tack on the bottom, so it's probably my dad's. So let us try this floppy disk. Disk drive. And we're out of that. So we'll fire her up again. In she goes. Okay, so we have here a cover disc off a magazine from down to late 80s, early 90s. So if we put that in there, do we get anything? Yes, we do. And what have we got in this? Flexor? Easy calc. So if I start the RAM disk, I don't know what flexor is. Copy that onto the RAM disk. So that floppy drive is a goodie. Okay, even with two floppy drives, it could be a bit tedious using an Amiga, swapping floppies all the time. So they sell you a hard drive, and that monster has a whole 20 megabytes in it, which pretty soon got used up, but at least you could put your frequently used programs on and at least it would actually boot up off it. So should we connect that one up and see what it does? Right, and the hard disk came with a power supply which is nearly as big as it. Alright, so this doesn't look like it came with an on-off switch. So let's turn her on. Out, out. Power light not coming on. Okay, let's see. Ah. Oh. As I recall, it was always fairly noisy. Guru meditation. Oh, that was not good. Okay, I've wiggled that about and put some deoxit on it. So hopefully it was just a bad connection between the two, so should we try again? That sounds better. That sounds like it's doing some sort of hard disky sort of thing. Not good. Okay, so should we try and power it all down? And start it up without the hard disk on. Doesn't like that. Disconnect the hard disk. Okay, well, we'll give the hard disk one more try. Oof. Now that doesn't sound good. Right, I think this hard disk is getting a red spot. Okay, let us, at this juncture, try the other system. Okay, Amiga number 2. Power supply number 2. Off here, on there, on there. Not a dicky bird. So, should we see if any volts are coming out of it anywhere? No idea what's supposed to be coming out of it. Well, there's 12 volts there. 23 volts there, so there's something coming out of it. Again. Ah! Yep, just a bad contact on the plug. Deoxit time to go. So, okay, so let us now try the second floppy. Okay, second floppy in place. No. That one will go in. Oof. Crunch. Or not. Should we put that one in while we're trying it? I'm going to hot plug the mouse? No, I don't think we are. We'll turn her off and try a mouse. Okay. Okay, I think the floppy and the mouse will call good. I think the mouse just wants its balls cleaned. As rollers, should I say. So, hard disk, I think, is what we need to try now. Okay, so here we have the other hard drive, which was mine. So, are we going to try and see if that one works? I think I will assume the power supply is good, because it was, fan was going and the lights were coming on, which should be enough to say it's good. So, goes, you hope, in there. There we go. Slide it out again. Back in again. Right, we're ready. Power on. Power supply. So I think we can assume that it is not going to boot up. What's going to happen if I put that in there? No, it's hung up. So I'm going to turn it all off and try and wiggle the connector again, just in case there's a bad contact, and try it again. Okay, still not looking good. Okay, it's a couple of days later and I'm going to call it time on this video and go on to a second video in which I shall look at some bits I haven't tested yet. There's a third mouse. There is the modulator unit, and there is a MIDI interface. I shall also look at trying to get the data off some of the many floppy disks I've got with my music and pictures and what have you on that I did on the Amiga. And get that data off into a PC before I lose the ability to read it, and that will probably be the bulk of that video, that process. And partly to do that I need a PC floppy disk, which I realise I don't have on any of our working PCs, so I'm waiting for that to come currently, a USB one. So please subscribe, leave a comment if you've got anything to say on Amigas. A thumbs up would be nice, and for now it's goodbye from Triplicate, home of interesting electronics. Goodbye.